Hi guys! Thanks for stopping by. So happy to see you. I really appreciate you coming to visit me. So welcome or welcome back. And today we're going to do a cash stuffing of my second paycheck at my new job. But first, I would like to say that this weekend, which is for those of us who have a regular office job, a 3-day weekend, is Memorial Day weekend here in the United States. And this is the weekend where we remember and honor our fallen soldiers who have given their lives to protect our nation and all the people who live here. So I'd like to take a moment of silence to remember our fallen heroes and to thank them for their ultimate sacrifice. Thank you so much. So let's move on into this video. So here I tried to do a little paycheck budget. Sorry about the ink on my fingers. As you can see, I was using some cheap markers and someday I will replace them. And I also got to use my cash breakdown card at the bank from Paycheck Budgets with my quote on the back. And the tellers really thought it was cool. I want to pull out my envelopes from this past week and see how I did. Groceries had $75. And let's see. And I have $1, $20, $40, $60, $75 left, like I bought nothing at the grocery store. So I'm gonna put this to the side and explain what I do with it later. And according to my budget, groceries week 1, another $75, which I may or may not use. So 40, 60, 75, and just as soon as I film this, I'm running off to the grocery store and buying some stuff. All ready for the next week. Woohoo! Next one is car, Bunny, which this covers like gas and tolls. My budget is $20. Again, spent nothing. Woo! Putting this aside, and I am again putting $20 in car. Thinking about car maintenance, which I'm including, like my city sticker, which I have to buy in September, and my car registration, which I have to buy in October. So those two things are back to back. Pain. Spending, I did spend money because my budget was $50, but I do have $15 left. Woohoo! Putting it to the side. For next week, I am doing $50. And there we go. Last week, remember I said I was going to turn this into my giving envelope. I made a little label. Obviously, I'm going to probably buy another envelope or make one or do something because it's kind of confusing, but whatever. I have $3 in here, but giving, I roll it over. If it gets to a certain point, I mean, I've used the giving envelope for tips. 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 in giving. Mostly for tips, sometimes for homeless people that ask. But if I roll this over and it comes to be a certain amount of money, I'll probably find a charity and donate online. But I just like to have some random dollars in case I want to tip somebody. I go to Starbucks, tip the girl $1, stuff like that. So, giving. And so we are now ready for, next week. Hooray! So, now that I've done that, rent I paid, sent the landlord a check. Netflix is coming out next week. Groceries, car, spending, and giving I did. All of these, remember this, week 2 I leave in my bank. Savings, and I'm going to put some stuff in my sinking funds. Savings, I'm actually going to, put money in here. Hey, there you go. Come on. Savings is getting $50. And you might recall that this cash is from me doing laundry using the quarters in my change jar. And I do have to do laundry probably tomorrow, so there'll be more money in here. Okay, that's saving. Beauty, I turned this one into my beauty. I budgeted $40 to get these nails done, and I could not wait. They're already done, so I already spent the money. But I did take the envelope with the $40 in it to the salon and used it. It was great. It worked perfectly. Okay. Debt is $41. I owe my landlord 20, 30, 40, 50. Darn it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't want to use the ones. So my debt is $41. That's what I'm putting in here. 20, 30, 40. 1, because I am behind on my rent due to being unemployed. So to write my landlord another check. This is going into my debt snowball. I'm going to count this in a minute. But first, remember what we did last week? If not, I'll explain it again. Right? Here is the money, and let's just close this up because I'm not going to need it. I'm not going to need this until next week. This is the money that I had left in my envelopes when I came in under budget and I didn't spend it, right? So let's count this. What do we have? 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $105. $105 that I budgeted and did not spend. And what do we do? Here's the calculator. 110 times, what is it? 20%. $22. $22. 20, 21, and 2. And where does my 22 go? In my fun envelope. Ha! I've already spent some money out of fun. I spent some money, actually, I think I bought a movie online. So I just put the money in my bank envelope and it's going back to the bank. So I have $5 left. Now I have $25, $26, $27 to spend on whatever I feel like. Whatever I want to buy, whatever I want. And what's left? 2, 3. Let's see, let's organize this. Or you can count it while I'm doing it, whatever. 20. Okay, so this is the money that was left in my debt snowball. Let's see how much it is. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, and 75. 75, 175. So I did this little budget just to explain. I paid half of my May rent with last paycheck, and I have $350 to go. And unfortunately, I don't have enough to pay the whole $350, so I just am paying him $175, which is half of that. Clear as mud. Let's work it out. Okay, I owed him $700 for May, which I hadn't paid. And then on May 21st, I paid him $350. So now I owe him $350. Half of that is $175, which I'm paying this weekend. And what's left? Another $175, and that will come out of my next paycheck. And guess what? I already did it. I already wrote, he takes checks. So I wrote him a check for my June rent and a separate check for the $175. And I gave him a little note that said when I would be able to pay the final amount to catch up with my May rent. Because after next month, I'm going to be paying for my health insurance, and that means that my take-home pay will be reduced. Anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I feel so good about this. You guys, I cannot even tell you. If you are watching this going, why would anybody do this? Here's the thing. In the 5+ years since I lost my decent paying full-time job that was in my field, I have never been on time with my rent. I certainly have never been early with my rent. But today I went and I wrote a check for my June rent, which is not due till Tuesday, and a check for half of the other rent. And I got my nails done, and I wasn't worried about it. And now I'm going to go grocery shopping, and I'm not worried about, do I have enough money to buy groceries? Because I know that I do. The sense of peace that I feel about this is worth the hassle of driving to the bank, figuring out what kind of denominations I have. And doing these videos has forced me to not just say, oh, screw it, and go to the store and just buy whatever I want and not know what I'm doing. I wrote out my budget before I went and got my nails done to make sure I had the money. And there was actually something else that I was going to buy or pay for right now that I opted instead to put that money in my savings, and I'll just have to do it my next paycheck, which is coming in 2 weeks. So, I feel good about that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for keeping me accountable. If this is the kind of content that you like, please please subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas, whatever, I love comments. I really appreciate them, and I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day weekend, and I will see you at the end of next week.